Hi there. So we have another storm coming in. Actually, another series, unless it's all one big stringy, uncollected storm. I'm not sure. I'm not a meteorologist, but it's not to say that weather isn't important to me. So, weather report, we have a storm coming in. It hasn't arrived yet. So the temperatures are a little bit cooler, and I'm happy because it's just about time to start watering, and Mother Nature's going to do it. And one thing I like about when Mother Nature waters, she doesn't miss anything. No corner of the garden. She gets it all. So I dropped all the umbrellas and everything so everything can get a drink. So that was the weather report. So interesting morning. And I just thought, what a perfect thing to share, because it was one of those like double wonderfuls, right? That's even a thing, but it was. So I'm laying in bed and I'm saying, okay, got to get up now. It's time to go swim. Time to go to the pool and swim. And then the other part of me says, oh no, I don't want to do that. This feels way too good. So I sat there and had a little tiff between myself till I finally went, okay, the prodding and the nudging to get to the pool. So I got up, got my suit on, got my fanny down to the pool, get into the pool. Feels good. I'm glad I'm there. And just floating along in the water as I do. And the story is not about me, it's partly about me getting to the pool, but the other part of the story is that there's a woman in the pool that I've seen on and off for the last year and a half, and we've never exchanged anything. She stays very much to herself, and I pretty much do the same thing. It's like, it's kind of like me time when I go there. It's not like interactive time. So I'm swimming by her and we catch eyes. And so I say good morning. And she says good morning back. And really sweet smile. And then before we completely turned away, she says, aren't you a gardener? I says, yes, I am a gardener. And why do you ask? So she's on the hunt for mushrooms, specific kind of mushrooms. And her daughters, who live in LA, told her, you're living up here in hippie country. There's got to be somebody growing these mushrooms, Mom. So she's searching. And there is indeed a mushroom grower here growing the one mushroom that she's interested for sure, which is lion's mane. And I've heard about it, and we were talking about it a little bit, and she says, it helps the brain. She says there's so many wonderful things that it does for the body. And as we were talking about mushrooms and how mycelia, which is basically the root system, the mushroom is the flowering body of that particular strain of mycelia, which is the root system. And that is a study in and of itself that I know just a fraction of a thought of it. But that idea that it is one of the most ancient life forms on this particular planet, and so it's been around, seen some things, right? Been through some things. So it makes me think of rocks too, because rocks are wisdom holders. So anyway, not to digress. So here we are talking about this, and I say to her, I says, isn't Mother Nature wonderful? How she provides us with the healing tools that we need right there on the planet? We don't have to go to, and she was saying we don't have to go to pharmaceuticals. I says, no. And in my viewpoint, pharmaceuticals are just busy trying to replicate what nature already does naturally. So, and all of that to say that on my new bid for myself, my new bid for myself to lean more into self-care, mental and spiritual for sure, and physical for sure. So learning about myself, what is self-care for me, what gives me juice, what makes me feel alive, and that interaction today, that makes me feel alive. I love those kind of interactions where it's like the moment you speak, you're already on a deeper level. It's so good. It's so good. And then also just listening to the inner voice, right? I thought, well, that's part of self-care. When I was kind of thinking about it as I was leaving the pool this morning, I thought, well, that's part of self-care. Listening, being tuned in, bringing that to bear on our experience here in life, right? And to trace that back to, okay, there's Mother Nature with all of her healing, loving qualities for us, present 24/7, from the day we're born till the day we leave this place. She's the only one that's there for all of it, other than whoever you believe is the greater or greatest thereof energy that supports all of this, that unconditional love. Actually, that's a really great way to describe it. That I like that. So the unconditional love that supports all of this, that and Mama Gaia, Mother Nature, there for us all the way through. So we're never alone. That was a little bit more than musing. It was almost a rant, but thank you for stopping by and joining me in this garden that's still kind of like halfway sleeping. Starting to wake up though. Things are starting to wake up. The seeds are germinating. Gladiolas are starting to push out. Yeah, all kinds of things are starting to happen. It's just, I love it when you have a little bit of sun, then everything goes, and then you have this, like a little storm comes through and it brings the moisture and it brings the, oh yeah, right, calming back down. So it's the dance, you know, and it has extremes as well. Here I go on another soapbox, right? It has extremes as well, but it also has the gentle quality of ebbing and flowing. Like, here comes the rain. Perfect time for me to wrap it up. The ebbing and flowing, like the waves lapping on the seashore, as opposed to a tsunami, right? Anyway, all these great metaphors. And what I love about metaphors for me is they sit in my body. So they make sense to me. So, yeah. So today, my fight in the morning was the two wolves inside of me, right? One fighting for love, being for myself, being in self-care mode, and the other one being in some kind of fear where, oh, it's going to be miserable. I don't want to get up. I'm not ready to face the day. Whatever that is, right? Okay, I can see it all over my glasses now. I'm going to stop. Anyway, thanks. Thanks for listening. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking things out with me. And I look forward to chatting next time. And please, if you have anything to add, please add it, because I'm just working this stuff out. I'm doing my best to work it out. And I've been doing that for a really long time. So I got some tools. I got some chops in some areas. But there's also a lot of things that I'm exploring. I'm trying to understand myself better. So being able to do that with you, the best, the best. Talk to you soon. Bye.